Thermos threat, a warning about some popular products. Tonight at 5 and 11 on 4.
Her fixation with Mary Kay Olsen is so bad, she's become an anorexic.
I started smoking because I saw Mary Kate smoking. When I look at a picture of Mary Kate, that's what I want to look like.
You're playing with fire.
Plus, Dr. Phil takes on the stalkerazzi.
Back up now!
Hunted by the hungry photographers.
Getting a picture at any price is worth money.
Are you kidding me? Coming up. Let's do it.
I want you to get excited about your life.
Here we go. Intense.
Stand by, camera 6.
If you're going to talk to me, you're going to have to be honest.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
Showtime. This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Stand by, A, and roll A, Jackie. Go, Dr. Phil.
Thank you. All right, now, I want all of you to admit it. You just can't stop looking at celebrities, right? You know you do it. All right, from magazines like Us Weekly to TV shows like Entertainment Tonight and The Insider, it seems like America is obsessed with the mega famous stars in all their infamy. Drunk, undressed, distressed, or lip-locked with the wrong lips, okay? We just can't get enough of them. But when is it too much? Now, today we're going to meet a woman who can't stop obsessing over their favorite celebrities. We got women that just, they lose themselves in this, and they're stalking the stars in their own mind. Now, we're also going to meet the photographers who take those famous pictures you see in the tabloids. Now, recently, Lindsay Lohan got chased. Reese Witherspoon can't get into her own house. And Scarlett Johansson was hunted by the hungry photographers. Some have called these photographers the stalkerazzi. Now, we caught up with a couple of them to see what they have to say. Take a look.
Back up now!
Lindsay Lohan talks about her paparazzi car chase.
Reese's frightening run-in with a paparazzi. Scarlett got into a traffic accident after she was chased by the paparazzi.
Gwyneth Paltrow, Paris Hilton, Cameron Diaz, Tom Cruise.
Blocked by the paparazzi.
Have these photographers gone too far?
Paparazzi means mosquitoes. They bother a lot.
I'm a celebrity photographer. I hate being called the paparazzi.
I call myself a graphic reporter. I follow celebrities, and I try to get the story as much as I can.
For all the nightclubs, restaurants, and hotels, I'm on contract to be the only photographer in these places. I actually get paid to be there and party there.
So it's a lot of competition. Sometimes you see 100 of them, but the point here is get the best angle. You know, it's a gambling. You've been expecting the whole day to get a good story, maybe you don't. If you're gonna get it, you have to work hard and wait hard.
Paparazzi are looking to get them the worst way they look. So I want to make them look better than what they really are.
It's a game.
Thank you, Whitman. Thanks a lot.
In Puff's case, I actually go over to his house and go over every photo with Puffy. He wants to make sure that his face looks good, that he doesn't look goofy. It's totally understandable.
Yeah, I always say it's like fishing. When you go fishing, your expectation is to get the big fish. And once you get a celebrity, it feels good.
I'm friends with Nicole Richie and DJ Am, Paris Hilton, Puffy, Shaq and his whole family, Mark Anthony. They feel comfortable around me. It's about gaining their trust.
I got some argument with celebrities. I got an argument with Bruce Willis. He broke my camera. He was just very aggressive, very rude to us. The worst is actually when they try to grab my camera and break my tools.
I've been approached by the paparazzi to come over to the dark side. I'd rather work my ass off and take pictures the right way.
Celebrities have to understand, we are in the same shoes. We are in the same street. The only difference is that they are on another side of the sidewalk. That's the only thing.
Seth Brawarnick was the photographer who says he's friends with the stars And I'd also like you to meet Frank Griffin, who prefers to chase down the stars. Now, Frank just really has co-founded one of the leading U.S. paparazzi photo agencies. Now, he says the negative press the paparazzi gets just really upsets him. So you think you guys are getting a bad rap?
Sometimes, yeah. I sometimes think that it's really a misconception.
What's the misconception?
There are a lot of them. A lot of misconceptions.
Well, like, what upsets you about it?
Well, don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
We are doing what these people out here buy the magazines, and they tell the editor what they want to see in the magazines. The editor tells the picture editor tells us, and we do that job.
Okay, like, here are some of the pictures that you guys have gotten, and clearly, you don't take pictures of what the public doesn't want to see. You take pictures of what they do want to see.
Sure, otherwise we'd be out of business.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that it's all of the readers that dictate what they want to see.
Exactly.
Like, and I don't, like, read tabloids. I mean, I'm in them all the time, but I don't read them.
Oh,
but...
No, I don't believe you.
No, it's true.
Really?
Oh, no, I don't. You don't think I read it? You think I read them?
Well, you're made aware of them, put it that way.
Oh, let me tell you. I'll read, but, you know, people want to see that, Britney Spears pregnant like that?
Absolutely.
Was that a high-dollar picture?
Yes.
Yeah?
I took that picture.
You took that picture?
I personally
took that picture. Boy, you got her in her full splendor right there.
I did indeed, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. How much does a picture like that go for, or a big exclusive picture?
I'll tell you something. If somebody ever mentions the dollar price, it's never the truth. It's a lie.
Yeah.
The other thing, it's very hard to quantify what that picture would be worth. I can tell you what it may be worth over a 1 or 2 year span, 50,000 to 100,000.
100,000.
That doesn't mean I make that.
Right.
I make.
But by the time it gets.
By the time everyone's had their piece of it.
Okay, and you don't believe in chasing them down and ambushing?
No, I do something totally different. I actually, in Miami, I started by partying and hanging out in nightclubs, and now it's turned into something a lot more than I ever could imagine.
Okay, so these are some of the pictures you've taken here.
All of them. Unlike Frank, I have the permission to actually shoot the celebrities at will. Sometimes I'm sure he does too, but I want to get them looking their best. I want to get them looking at the camera most of the time. I want them actually knowing that I'm there.
But are those posed pictures then?
Yeah, I've earned these people's trust.
Okay. But you don't want a posed picture.
It doesn't sell as
well,
much.
we do sometimes, but no, I think that we'd rather tell the truth.
Yeah.
We'd rather get a picture that shows these people in real life.
So what makes a good picture?
One that tells a story.
One that
demonstrates a story.
But
I think the best picture to me is the one that you can look at the picture and just tell the story without having to read the captions.
I believe that we're all in this together. I mean, I think if you guys all of a sudden weren't taking somebody's picture, now they probably don't want you getting them where they're bending over and their guts hanging out or something, and you'd love that picture, right?
Well, only if the story is, look how much weight I've lost. There's a balance. Yeah, there are, you try and capture them in candid moments, sure. But it doesn't mean you've got to destroy them or make them look stupid. The best picture, I'll tell you, the best pictures that sell, the happy ones.
You say the picture's got to tell a story. Sometimes it tells a completely different story. So in a minute, I'm going to show you a picture of me that supposedly told a story that is totally wrong, and I'll prove it. We'll be right back. It's not one of your pictures, I don't think.
Coming up.
If I ever met Tommy, I would like to spend a moment sucking in his aura. I can't get through a day without seeing or hearing about him. Sometimes I think if I looked more like Pamela, that he would like me.
And later.
I'm obsessed with Mary-Kate Olsen. My obsession with Mary-Kate fueled my eating disorder. There's a picture of Mary-Kate, and you can just see the bones, like her shoulder blades. That's what I'm striving for.
Coming to DVD, it's the all-new Care Bears movie you've been wishing for. Join Wish Bear as she wishes up some new friends for a new adventure. The Care Bears Big Wish movie, coming to DVD and video October 18th.
Some Star Wars glow-in-the-dark bags. This is the best costume ever. I'm Chewbacca.
No.
Darth Vader?
No.
Yoda?
For the authentic taste of the Southwest, try Santa Fe salsa and con queso. It's what all the locals eat.
Could I get a French roast, please?
Today I'll have a cappuccino.
Sure.
Now you can offer a wide variety of coffee house coffees.
Here, Mom.
In your own home. Home Cafe pressure brews tempting Folgers and Millstone varieties, so everyone in your family can choose the coffee they like best every day. Home Cafe Brewing System. It's the perfect way to make all the customers in your family happy. To save $10, visit homecafe.com.
Several weeks ago, Rooms to Go began donating 4,000 rooms of furniture to the families affected by Hurricane Katrina. And many of you have helped too. On behalf of all of us at Rooms to Go, we'd like to thank all of you who brought in new linens, bedding, kitchen items, and household goods to help make their homes complete. But the families still need more. So please call this toll-free number for drop-off information or visit roomstogo.com. Together, we will make a difference.
Dan Marino!
Who wants to go deep?
I do. That's why we created Papa John's new Perfect Pan Pizza.
Introducing the big taste of Papa John's Pan Pizza. A zesty Robusto sauce with garlic and spices. A new thick golden crust made deep and square so we can pile on the toppings. Get a large pan pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $12.99. We deliver. Call now or order at papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, and now better pan.
Papa John's!
Griffin says the paparazzi takes pictures that tells a story. Now, on the other hand, celebrity photographer Seth Browarnik says that they are just invading the star's privacy. Now, you like to take pictures that are agreed, and people know you're there, and you like to get a happy picture that sells better, right?
Sells better than a sad picture, yeah.
Yeah, than a sad picture, but you still want something candid.
Yes, candid is a better word for it.
That tells a story. Okay, now, this is a thing that frustrates me, and you guys don't do this part of this. It's not the picture, but can we have this picture of when I was at the Laker game? Okay, now this wound up in a tabloid. I don't know how many of y'all saw this. Dr. Phil gets an earful, okay, and we've got this guy in the black. Can we go to that first blow-up out of this? Okay, now this tells a story. Okay, now here's Dr. Phil and his wife Robin before the fireworks. Okay, this is us before the fireworks, okay? Now, moving in for the Phil, the fan approaches his target and gets met with an icy stare. Okay, all right, go on to the next part of this.
Icy to me.
All right, Saved by the Bell. Now, here a female fan arrives to bring a smile and lighten things up. Now, here's what it said in that story. The tables were turned on America's therapist, Dr. Phil, as he gets some unwelcome advice from a fan at a Lakers game. The celebrity and his wife, Robin, had been enjoying the action on court when the leather-jacketed man came out of the crowd, surprising the TV expert with his pushy behavior. And instead of one of his famous put-downs like, "Did you have stupid flakes for breakfast?" Dr. Phil heard the fellow out and in turn engaged a happier encounter with a pretty blonde admirer. So here's this crazed fan in a black leather jacket that attacks me at the game. Let me introduce you to the crazed fan, Greg Midell. Okay, now Greg, you're president here at Paramount. That's right. But the picture tells a story. How did I get to that game?
Well, we went to the game. It was during the Laker playoff series. Kobe was about ready to score a record 40 points after 5 games in a row of scoring 40 points. There was like a minute left to go. They're rushing down the court. He gets fouled. The entire arena goes crazy, and we stand up. We look each other in the eye and say, "Can you believe that call?" And that's what was the result right there.
Now, as I recall, you picked me up at my house.
Yes, I picked you up.
With Robin.
Right, Nancy and I,
we
all
went down
there.
and had dinner.
We went to dinner, right?
Then we walked over to the game.
Yeah.
Then we rode back over to my house. At which point did you become a crazed fan?
I don't know. Some point in the night.
Now, see, that's my problem. It's not the picture. The picture, I mean, I could look better. I could look better there, but it's not the pictures, it's how they get used. But y'all don't write the stories.
Nope. It happened to me, actually. The first photo, I got the first photo of Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony, and I sold it myself to Us Weekly, and on the cover, it says, trouble already. And I'm freaking out because I have an amazing relationship with Mark Anthony for like the last 6 years, and all I'm thinking, I'm so excited to see this cover. It's my first cover. I'm 27 years old, and all of a sudden I see the cover, and my heart just like breaks. And I'm like, oh. It's like everything I worked for, but the publicist called me.
They can blame you
totally
for it.
No.
They could, I mean.
They could, absolutely.
Yeah.
In all of my contracts,
What did
it said trouble already.
And they blamed you for it?
No, but they could have. They knew. Mark and Jennifer and the publicists and all of the good people.
I think they know better.
They do know people better.
The paparazzi got a really bad rap in the Princess Di situation, right?
Okay.
And, I mean, that's probably...
You want to get me going?
That's
Okay,
probably the
let's start from
highest
there.
profile one.
Sure.
What do you think about that? Because you wanted to talk about that.
No, I was there before he was even born. She was involved in that.
Yeah.
In that car crash, I was working. The day Diana, I think it was very sad for everyone when she died.
Right.
I did about 10 hours of radio that night. And I think if you do look at the accident, there's a lot of intricacies behind the accident. But I do think, first of all, the photographers in Paris work on motorcycles because she can't park anywhere in Los Angeles. They weren't following her because they knew where she was going. The reason she was at the Ritz that night, the Ritz-Carlton that night, was because Charles and Camilla were going to make their first public appearance. They were going to be at the same event at the same time. And she knew that if she exposed herself to the press, it would steal their thunder. That's the reason why she did the things she did that night. The reason she was killed is she wasn't wearing a safety belt. And they were doing 100 miles an hour on the Périphérique. If you've ever been on the Périphérique in Paris, you don't drive 100 miles an hour.
Why put your life in jeopardy to keep from having your picture taken? I would never, like, run through stop signs and try to shake a photographer and put my life at risk over some picture.
I agree with that.
I don't get that.
Having said that, when I started here 15 years ago, there were 6 or 7 of us working. There are now over 200 working in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the money that can be made attracts a lot of renegades. People who think getting a picture at any price is worth money.
No.
Am I done now?
You're done.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've got your pictures. Right here. All right. All right, next. She tracks rocker Tommy Lee's every step. Now, move over, Pamela Anderson. Why one mom thinks she should spend the rest of her life with a heavy metal musician. And later, you won't want to miss this. She says her obsession with Mary Kay Olsen is so bad, she's even become an anorexic. We'll be right back. Good job, guys. Good job. Closed captioning provided by...
Look at me now. I lost 55 pounds.
Metabolife Ultra. Exercise and take 2 pills before each healthy meal.
55 pounds. Gone. Look at me now.
First at 5 on CBS 4 News. The 5 p.m. advisory could tell all about Wilma. Brian Norcross with the important information. The dangerous design flaw in thousands of popular thermoses. Plus, cars, cameras, and a diamond ring. How to get your hands on these cheap. First at 5 on CBS 4 News.
All new. 8 women you should know. My personal pick, Diane Sawyer's favorite. I love this assignment. Alicia Keys' inspiration. And Academy Award winner Gina Davis. Next Oprah.
Today at 4 on 4.
Celebrate the achievements of many great Hispanic Americans during Hispanic Heritage Month. This message is brought to you by CBS 4 and KFC. With KFC's flavor-dipped wings, you're the boss. Choose your sauce.
Want to sell your house fast? Call 1-800-CASH-OFFER. Any house, any condition. Call 1-800-CASH-OFFER. You pay no commissions. Call 1-800-CASH-OFFER. It's free and you can get cash fast. Call 1-800-CASH-OFFER now.
Are you getting the most health care coverage for your Medicare dollar? If not, then you should know about Humana Gold Classic. Call now and Humana will send you this free booklet that tells how Humana Gold Classic gives you hundreds of doctors and many hospitals to choose from in your area, unlimited generic and designated brand name drugs, hearing and vision care, dental exams, and free membership in the award-winning Silver Sneakers Fitness program. You get all this and much more for no additional monthly plan premium. And now you can carry over your unused prescription drug benefit amounts from 1 month to the next, up to $1,500. It's all in this free booklet, getting the most for your Medicare dollar. Call Humana today to get yours. 1-800-833-6517 and get the most for your Medicare dollar.
Yeah, check out the menu.
Oh, don't tell me they're bringing back the tofu fingers, because I swear to God, I will walk.
You'd rather be out at some dance club all noisy with the dooch, dooch, dooch.
No, I've got some intimacy issues.
Romance mode.
Very impressive in a George Jetson runs a brothel kind of way.
Make a night of it.
Well, today we're talking to people who just can't stop thinking about their favorite celebrity. Now, my next guest, Tabitha, says her infatuation with heavy metal rocker Tommy Lee is so strong, she believes Tommy is the only man for her.
Tommy! 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 Tommy!
I'm obsessed with Tommy Lee, beyond obsessed. I equate my obsession with Tommy Lee to being an alcoholic. It's an addiction. My mother took me to my first Motley Crue concert in the 80s. I always say that it's her fault. My life revolves around Tommy Lee. See what I did to the board game? What is this? I made it into Tommy Land.
This is insane.
You wanna play?
I guess.
I can't get through a day without seeing or hearing something about him. I'm a member of Tommy Lee's website. I pay an annual fee to read the journals of other fans, read his posts, the latest news. After my daughter goes to bed, I immediately go in and check his site to see if anything changed. I have a dry erase board that has the dates of where Tommy's going to be every month. My obsession has caused me financial difficulties. I've spent plenty of money on Tommy. Books, $80, CD, $90, tickets, $160. Love, priceless. If I ever met Tommy, I would like to spend a moment sucking in his aura and getting to know everything that is in his head. Said, if you're not Tommy Lee, go to hell, I'm not gonna date you.
Tabitha doesn't give regular guys a chance.
If I could find a man that would have plastic surgery to look like Tommy, that would be great. Look, I made this for him. Feature Mrs. Tommy Lee.
Now you're making t-shirts for him. This has got to stop.
My friends and family think that I need to stop living in this little fantasy world of imaginary boyfriend Tommy Lee. They're just trying to burst my bubble. When I'm watching Tommy Lee goes to college, I get so upset when I see all those young college girls hugging him and kissing on him. Sometimes I think if I looked more like Pamela, that he would like me.
I don't want Tabitha to put her life on hold for Tommy Lee anymore. Tommy Lee is out of reach for Tabitha, and she should move on.
Did you see my fingernails? And they put TL for Tommy Lee.
I hope Dr. Phil will make her realize that she just needs to be a fan, an admirer, and not an obsessor.
Dr. Phil, how can I stop focusing on Tommy Lee and find more important things in my life to focus on?
Okay. See what y'all started here with all these pictures? And I mean, come on. You spend hours a day on this, right?
I do.
And when I was watching you as you were looking at these pictures, and they would come up, you were just getting all of Twitter up here. What do you think's going on here?
I like the bad boys. I mean, he's a bad boy. I mean, I don't know really what's going on here. That's why I'm here, trying to figure it out. I mean, I just like his wildness, I don't know.
Well, you don't know him. Have you ever met him?
No.
Never shaken hands with him? Never caught a bandana from the stage or anything?
No.
So how do you know you like him?
Well, I don't know that I like him personally. I mean, I like...
Are you kidding me? You spend...
I mean, I've never met him personally. So what I'm saying is that I like... The only thing I see is what's right there. You know, what is on TV for me to see, the music. I mean, I like to read about him. I like what to get in his head. I like just so many things about him. I don't know him personally, but...
Okay, and I'm really curious about this, because it's to the point that you say it actually interferes with everything else you do. Tell me about that.
Well...
You have a 3-year-old daughter.
I do.
You say it even interferes with your attention and energy and money and all for her because you spend money on other stuff, Tommy Lee stuff.
It does affect my life. I mean, I could find better things to do. I mean, I'm on the internet, I'm reading books, you know, the music, just money, just everything. I mean, as soon as she goes to bed, I'm on his site looking to see where the next concert is, if anything else happened. You know, I'm constantly reading the books. I never take the CDs out of my CD player. My daughter listens to it. She knows who Tommy Lee is. 3 years old.
Oh, and you're proud of that.
Well, it's not...
Here's your role model for life. This is, I mean, I want to show you how to be totally consumed with a person.
That is what, that's why I wanted to be here, because I don't want to be totally consumed with a person.
What do guys say when you're talking to them, when you're dating somebody and you go on and on and on about Tommy Lee?
Well, only the brave ones actually call me back.
You said you would like one of them to alter themselves to look like Tommy Lee?
It was a joke.
I know,
but I mean, I said, but yeah.
Joke,
I mean,
but hell,
yeah,
you mean...
if I could, heck, you know. Can't have him.
Yeah, so have you ever, like, stalked him?
No.
I mean, have you gone to his concerts and tried to get close enough to...
Oh, yeah.
Because you've won tickets and said don't want those, want, like, front row, want up front.
Yeah, actually, I won a big hair 80s contest, and when they gave me the tickets, I was livid, because they were lawn seats. I said, I can turn my seats around in my van and turn up the radio, same thing. So I went online and got better seats.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask her in a minute if there's a possible way to have a successful relationship without Tommy Lee. We'll talk about that when we come back.
I am completely fixated on Tommy Lee. This obsession's not going to go away. Okay, so today is Thursday, September 15th, and it was the day before that I was going down to an autograph signing for my imaginary boyfriend, but that's not going to happen because it was changed till today. Pretty ticked off about it. Changed the date on me? Changed the date on me? Come on. I am so angry right now.
Where can you get a whole day's worth of whole grain in just one bowl? Post-shredded wheat, 100% whole grain.
Lil Critters Gummy Bites give kids the essential vitamins they need. Now with 10 free bears, the best-selling, best-tasting gummy bear vitamins are an even better value. Look for Lil Critters in the vitamin section.
Sound it.
Good girl. A letter leads to a sound.
Go.
Go. A sound leads to a word.
Hi, Daddy. Dad.
Which leads to a moment.
Go.
You'll never forget.
I'll miss you so.
The moment they learn to read. LeapPad Phonics, used in 80,000 classrooms in millions of homes. Another learning breakthrough from Leapfrog.
At Breyers, we're churning out an amazing new ice cream with double the goodness, double the thrill, double the smiles. Introducing new Double Churned from Breyers with all the rich, creamy taste of regular ice cream, but with half the fat. Amazing. New Double Churned, only from Breyers. The new taste of ice cream.
This is CBS 4 News Now.
Fire rips through a home in an upscale South Florida neighborhood tonight. Why the homeowner is under arrest. Senator Ted Kennedy jumps into action to help with a risky water rescue. We have what he has to say about his heroic ordeal. Plus, now there is Barbie for big girls. The doll maker is expanding the brand into a line of designer clothing for adults. The stories and much more coming up right after Oprah.
Home loans confused Julie. What are points in escrow, she'd wonder. Then she went to Washington Mutual. They explained the process step by step. Now Julie's never confused.
And the answer is...
Basal ganglia.
basal ganglia.
I'll take it. And I don't need the extended warranty. So when you say it's not you, it's me, you're really saying it's me.
Exactly.
Do you want that snow pea?
Nice work, Julie. Nice work.
You're watching CBS 4, South Florida's most watched television station.
Adriana needs to have more of mommy time without Tommy Lee in my head. Sometimes I think with my obsession that my daughter will suffer in life, that my daughter will want to look like skinny model type women or be obsessed with men that are bad boys who don't have jobs and cars or be obsessed with celebrities, and I definitely do not want that for her.
All right, we're talking about America's obsession with celebrities. Is it out of control? Now, Tabitha says that hers is out of control, that she can't stop thinking about rocker Tommy Lee. She compares every man she dates to Tommy. She says she's not spending enough time with her daughter, and sometimes her thoughts of Tommy even get in the way of her job. Now, you realize this is just an image.
I do.
Right?
I do.
You're not 16.
Right.
So
obviously.
So this isn't just like a crush that you've had, and you've been at this for a good long time.
Yeah, since the 80s.
You also shared with us something that I think is important, because I believe that things often happen for other than the apparent reasons. You know what I'm saying? That you'll see somebody do something, and there'll be an obvious reason that might happen, but if you look closely, there may be another explanation for it. Now, one of the things that we know is that you have a diagnosis of narcolepsy.
I do.
And that is a neurological condition that has to do with quiescence in your brain, that part of your brain can go to sleep, and sometimes people actually go to sleep for a period of time. And one of the things that we've learned across time with people like this is that they will look for any kind of over-the-top stimulation to move the needle, to keep their brain awake, to keep them aroused and alert and moving. And so, you know, your mom says you could meet a super nice guy, millionaire, wonderful, loving, and you wouldn't care because he wasn't a bad boy and he wasn't Tommy Lee. Right, Mom? Okay. Now, is it just possible that because of that condition, without knowing it, that you've got to have danger, you've got to have exhilaration, you've got to have this bad boy sort of interaction because of a neurological condition, rather than just like, gee, I don't know why I'm so obsessed? Is it possible this may be happening for other than the apparent reasons?
Absolutely.
Because I have seen that time and time and time again with exactly what you're describing.
I have been told by a physician, my physician, that I am an adventure seeker. And when I went to him and said, I'm really depressed, he said, Tabitha, you're not depressed, you're bored. You have too much time on your hands. If you don't have crisis or you don't have drama or you don't have something like that, it's not working for you.
And my point to you is that may not be a psychological situation, it may be a neurological situation where it just takes something really radical to move the needle for you, to keep you aroused at a cortical level. And there are ways to do that besides chasing bad boys.
And I'm all for fixing this, because I would like to find a normal individual. Yeah. And even though it's only a cycle on a dryer.
Yeah, Tommy's a nice guy.
Well, I'm sure, I've never met him, but I'm sure he is, but I would like to meet somebody that doesn't have to be a bad boy covered in tattoos, riding motorcycles, or somebody that has a job in a car. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Job in a car. Right here, it's all you need. All right. All right, next, from the way she dresses to the way she eats, her fixation with the famous twin Mary Kate Olsen is taking over her life. We'll talk about that when we come back. I really think that may be an issue. So we're going to talk about
I'm obsessed with Mary-Kate Olsen. My obsession with Mary-Kate fueled my eating disorder. There's a picture of Mary-Kate, and you can just see the bones, like her shoulder blades. That's what I'm striving for.
You may be suffering from depression and not even know it, feeling tired, irritable, experiencing significant weight change, lacking concentration or motivation. These may be symptoms of depression. Right now, the Baumel-Eisner Institute is conducting a clinical research study on an investigational medication for depression. Call our doctors at 1-800-755-1999 to see if you may be eligible to participate. Baumel-Eisner, your life is our life's work.
I want to take you on the best vacation you can. You can eat ice cream, play all the video games you want, eat all you want. You can swim all you want and play all you want. You can sleep on the beds all you want.
Kids of all ages, log in today for Florida Resident Getaway Specials.
You can go fishing and canoeing, and you can do whatever you want there.
Kissimmee, make more dreams come true.
No one delivers furniture faster than Rooms to Go. In fact, you can buy it today and get it tomorrow. That's next day delivery now at Rooms to Go.
Dan Marino! Who wants to go deep? I do. That's why we created Papa John's new Perfect Pan Pizza.
Introducing the big taste of Papa John's Pan Pizza, a zesty Robusto sauce with garlic and spices, a new thick golden crust made deep and square so we can pile on the toppings. Get a large pan pizza with up to 5 toppings for just $12.99. We deliver. Call now or order at papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, and now better pan.
Papa John's! My name is Tara Stinson, and I lost 66 pounds in 34 weeks on LA Weight Loss.
It's the new LA Weight Loss.
Before I lost the weight, I would find a trail and I would barely make it halfway to the top. Now I feel like there's no mountain I can't climb. When I lost the first 7 pounds in my first week, I knew this program was for me. So pick up the phone and call LA Weight Loss now. You deserve it.
LA Weight Loss Centers. Call for your free consultation. 1-800-526-SLIM.
If you would like to purchase a tape or transcript of your favorite Dr. Phil show, please log on to drphil.com or call 866-4-DR-PHIL. That's 866-437-7445.
All right, today we're talking about America's obsession with celebrities. Now, Jenny says her craze for the famous Olsen twin, Mary-Kate, is ruining her life, and she says that she's beginning to realize that this could actually become deadly. Take a look.
I grew up watching the Olsen twins on TV. I love them. I have Olsen twins movies. I have a handbag. I had to have one. I have their perfume, and I have tons of posters and pictures. I'm obsessed with Mary-Kate Olsen. In my book, she is perfect. It's fame, really. She's in the spotlight.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
In all the pictures, Mary-Kate's like, you know, she just pushes her lips out. It's something unique to her, so of course I'm gonna try and mimic that. I started smoking because I saw Mary-Kate smoking. There's a picture of Mary-Kate, and her back, you can just see the bones, like her shoulder blades. That picture was right by my mirror. That's what I want to look like. The thinner she gets, I feel like I have to catch up. I don't want to meet her, I want to be her. I've been struggling with anorexia and bulimia, and in the past 6 months, it's gotten really bad. My obsession with Mary-Kate fueled my eating disorder. I purge all throughout the day. On bad days, I throw up 20 times a day. Cereal is a huge weakness for me. It's easy to throw up. I could go through 2 boxes just eating it and throwing up, eating it and throwing up. When I'm purging, I look at a picture of Mary-Kate and just think, she's getting through this, so can I. I strive so hard to be someone that I'm not. When I look in the mirror, I just see nothing. It's okay to be a fan, but I've taken it too far. I think my obsession with Mary-Kate is deadly.
What's your reaction as you watch this cross-section snapshot of your life?
I think it's pathetic. Like, it makes me want to cry. I'm not.
But yet, you're very enthusiastic about it. Because you say you don't want to be like her, you want to be her. You said if I could snap my fingers and become her, you would do it in a heartbeat.
I would.
But think about what you just said. If you snapped your fingers and became her, that means you would no longer be you.
That's true.
And if you would no longer be you, then you would no longer have your daughter.
And that's why I want to fix this. My daughter is the only good thing in my life, I feel, right now.
Okay, but how do you say that to yourself? I would snap my fingers and become somebody else. I mean, do you think about the fact that that means you would be leaving your life, your daughter, behind?
I guess I didn't think of it like that. It was more like if I could snap my fingers and look identical to her, then I would. Like,
Right.
I don't want to, like, leave my daughter behind at all. Like,
Okay,
I
and
wanna...
if you looked identical to her, if they weren't twins but triplets, you were the third wheel.
Third Olsen.
Okay, what would that change for you? I mean, how do you think you would feel mentally and emotionally if that happened?
I feel like I would like myself. I know that's not logical, but, like, I feel like I'd be happy with how I looked and who I am.
Do you think she likes herself?
No.
So
I don't think she'd have the disorder if she did. I know it's so contradictory. Like, I know that.
Yeah, because you say you keep pictures by your bed, so you wake up, you pause movies and study her face and her makeup.
And clothes,
and,
hair.
and clothes, and you wear this layered look. She is smoking, so you started.
And I heard it was an appetite suppressant, so that was another reason.
Yeah. And the reason you want to weigh 86 pounds is that was her lowest weight.
That's correct.
Okay. Does this sound logical to you?
Not at all. It sounds...
So there's a level at which cognitively, even if not emotionally, there's a level at which cognitively you get that this is just way not healthy thinking.
Completely. Like, for a while, I wasn't allowed to have pictures of her, like, through my therapist and such, because it was triggering it. And when I wasn't looking at the pictures and stuff, I was doing a little bit better. But when I see it, like in a magazine, anything, all of a sudden it's just like, it just snaps in me and it's like, oh, I'm not doing good enough, I have to be that.
Okay, doesn't it tell you that if you are so devoted to trying to become somebody else, that you must have virtually no concept of self?
I don't like myself. I don't even like to look in the mirror.
This can get really ugly really fast. I think Jenny is at a very important point in her life. We're going to talk about what I think she needs to do when we come back.
DrPhil.com brought to you in part by...
Why would you pay almost $24 a month to get AOL when you can get Net Zero for less than 10? And Net Zero ranks higher in customer satisfaction. Switch to Net Zero.
Travel consideration provided by...
Live with menopause or worry about the drugs I take for it? What a choice.
Choose new Extra Strength New Phase. Relieves the miseries of menopause naturally. Extra Strength New Phase.
What a relief.
Ever notice that line the wrong makeup leaves behind? Well, it's come to an end with new True Blend. A powder foundation in such perfect step with the tone of your skin, you won't know where it ends and your own skin begins. True Blend, new from Easy Breezy Beautiful CoverGirl.
With me, it's about trust. Stanley Steamer is a national company with trained technicians. I know they're going to clean my carpet the right way.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets carpet cleaner.
Are you listening to your heart? You should. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Do something good for your heart. Smart Start Healthy Heart, the only national cold cereal with ingredients that may help lower both blood pressure and cholesterol as part of a healthy lifestyle. For a healthy heart, start here.
I'm Valerie Harper. It's my great pleasure to play the legendary Prime Minister of Israel, Golda Meir, in the smash Broadway hit Golda's Balcony. It's a spectacular show about the triumph of a people and the birth of a new land, full of laughs, tears, inspiration. Please join me on this amazing journey to Golda's Balcony.
Call 1-800-564-9539. October 18 to November 5 only at the Parker Playhouse in Fort Lauderdale.
Tomorrow on Dr. Phil. The 30-year-old virgin.
Are you just like a hopeless romantic?
I'm wondering if I'm just plain hope.
Hopeless or too picky?
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, beauty queen.
God destined me to be with her.
What if your soulmate is kind of short and dumpy and redheaded?
Plus.
My granddaughter has little fat rolls.
I really wish that my family would back off.
At 8 years old to put a kid on a diet's insanity. That is absolutely wrong.
Next, Dr. Phil. That's tomorrow.
My eating disorder was helped along tremendously by my obsession with Mary Kate. Who are these girls?
Because it's Ashley.
I have a 3-year-old daughter. She only wants diet soda. She asks how many calories are in things. It's too much to have a child, an eating disorder, and an obsession. That's scary.
Jenny says her obsession with Mary Kate Olsen is taking over her life. She says she eats, sleeps, and breathes anything Mary Kate. Now, Jenny can't stop comparing herself to the famous twin, and it's affecting her 3-year-old daughter. How so?
I don't think she really knows about the eating disorder. I keep that very separate, but she does. She picks up because I talk about calories and I talk about diet things. You know, if I'm drinking a pop, is that diet, Mommy? You know, and I don't want her to have to know that. I don't want this for her. I don't want her to learn this behavior and think that it's acceptable and that you have to look a certain way for people to like you.
This may seem like a subtle question. This is important for what kind of model you provide to your daughter. To me, there's a difference between moving away from something versus moving towards something. For example, I see young people get married sometimes, and they're getting married because they're moving away from being at home with their parents, not towards the person they're marrying. And that's very different than saying, I want to be with this person, whether I'm at home or not. Are you moving towards Mary Kate because that's something that you think is a big success marker in your life, or are you moving away from a person you don't like, you?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't like me.
So is this really about Mary Kate, or is this really about you?
It's about me.
Isn't she just an excuse? Isn't she just something that fills the square of being not you?
Someone who I can try to be because I don't want to be me. So I'm going to try and be her.
Yeah, if it wasn't her, it would be somebody else. It would be what I'm trying to say is this isn't about Mary Kate. I mean, you know, you came here and we're talking about a Mary Kate obsession, but isn't that just an excuse? Isn't that just a target that you can focus on that distracts you from being you? Yeah. You have a child there that you're the only mother she'll ever have. You're the one that's there to protect her and guide her and lead her and make her life safe and secure and okay. And you can't give away what you don't have. You need to be her mother's best friend. If you can't start out by loving yourself for who you are, can you start out loving her mother?
Never thought of it that way.